You're watching the Roblox Battlebot Championship Series semifinals on the ZuggyJ YouTube channel, where today we have a matchup between Dawnbreak and Coughing Baby, and here are the bots. Dawnbreak, your traditional four-wheeled egg beater with some big armor improvements coming into this one, going up against a two-slicer Smeezus in Coughing Baby. And these drivers are very, very different in how they handle their fights. You have Silencio, who is more of the aggressive type, always going to try to get aggression when it comes to the end of the fight, especially if they go to a judge's decision. And on the other side, you got Duck25, who, you know, look at his weapons. He can sit there, he can be patient, he can space you out, and as soon as you make a mistake, he can fire off those slicers, and he is known for tearing off large parts of the bot in one fell swoop. And today, that was the big focus for TPG and Dawnbreak, working together to improve the armor to see if they can eventually do something to Coughing Baby, as it is currently undefeated in this tournament. And that has been really weird this year to see so many new members come into RBCS, a lot of rookies, and they come out here and they are dominating. And, you know, Duck has a lot of experience driving BattleBots, going back to Build-A-Boat leagues like BFT. He's won a lot of championships over there, but in Build-A-Boat, you can't do damage, so he had to learn all the damage tech, how to build bots properly in Plane Crazy, and it seems like it's coming to him really easy as Dawnbreak's weapon has been reduced to a toothbrush. Not a lot holding that thing together, and Coughing Baby is doing what he's done all tournament long. He brings the hammer down, and he's going to stop here for a second. I think Dawnbreak was PCMing, which is a term they use in these leagues, Plane Crazy momenting, where some of the bots break physics in the game. So he backed up, let Dawnbreak get himself situated, but pulling him into the corner here, and there goes the seat. The seat is separated. It's a knockout in Game 1 for Coughing Baby. And now the bots will get ready for Game 2, but today's match is brought to you by Sleeper and Underdog Fantasy. Right now, if you sign up with codes MrPlus and Tracy in the eligible states, they're going to give you a 50% match on your deposits, plus $10 to your Cash App or Venmo if you verify that you signed up with the codes and place a bet. As we get ready for Game 2 here, both bots are ready back inside the arena. Coughing Baby has been the most dominant bot I think we've ever seen in RBCS history, and that says a lot, considering we have had bots like Primal Crown come through here and completely destroy the tournament, barely lose any games, or you've had bots like Bit last year that just kind of seemed unbeatable. Eventually, he fell to Indigo, but, you know, came back from losers, beat him in the main bracket, went to the finals, and then eventually fell to November Rain. But we haven't seen anything like Coughing Baby before, where every fight just feels hopeless for the opponent. Those weapons, you know, they're allowed 10 cutter lines on hammers this year, so he's able to get in there and just tear through bots. And we're going to get a pause here, but both the bots are ready. And here is the resume of the fight, as I'd say in the early portion. Dawnbreak being aggressive as always, but can it hold up for the 3 minutes and get to a judge's decision? That is going to be the challenge that Silencio has tasked for him today. But the real advantage that any bot can kind of have over Coughing Baby, because there's not a lot looking at these matchups, is that when Coughing Baby gets off balance, it tends to bounce around a lot. As we get another pause here, both bots are facing each other, and they will resume. But Coughing Baby struggles to self-right. When it gets on its back, it doesn't have the necessary tools to do that, and it bounces around a lot. So whenever Coughing Baby's in the air, there's a chance for you to get underneath and get after those wheels, but there's no weapon left on Dawnbreak now, as that got snapped off. Another huge hit for the baby, and this one looks like it could be over, barring a collapse from Duck and his bot, as Dawnbreak goes skyward over the top of the weapons. And these two bots, it may seem uneven, it may seem not balanced, but we're seeing the 9 seed, which is Coughing Baby, going against the 11 seed, that is Dawnbreak. Both these bots drafted in a similar spot, but when Coughing Baby was drafted, it really wasn't at this level yet. There's been a lot of upgrades, and you're seeing that new config today with the angled hammers. That is trying to counter verts like Dawnbreak, and it's doing an excellent job of doing so, as it kind of swoops around past the weapon, as there is the knockout. The seat is out again, and Game 2 goes to Coughing Baby. And we are back for game number 3. Dawnbreak has an uphill battle ahead of it. Now, it is the pride and joy of the Profane Guardians. Cherno got out in the semifinals as well, falling to Flaming Hot Grebe. So, Profane Guardians only have one bot left, and that is Dawnbreak, and he has to win this one, or else he'll be out of the tournament, and we'll have a Fat Labs versus Roundtable Clan final for the team standings, which this isn't the end of the world for TPG. They've already basically wrapped up the tournament as Dawnbreak ramped up those forks and got a nice hit onto the hammer. So we're seeing some damage, a little bit of fight here from Dawnbreak. It sends Coughing Baby into the wall, and he's just charging in, going full aggro. He knows that if he loses this one, the tournament is over, so he's not pulling any punches here. And this is the most off balance I think I've seen Coughing Baby all tournament. And speaking of being in a weird spot, Coughing Baby is in the ceiling. And we are back. So they got Coughing Baby out of the ceiling. Both bots are facing each other, and we will continue the action. And that one has to sting if you're a Dawnbreak fan. Had all the momentum, and now out of the pause. Big wheel damage, and the front 2 wheels off of Dawnbreak have been removed. So all that momentum gets sapped in an instant, and now Dawnbreak is getting bullied into that corner. Good job getting those control points from Duck. And those weapons, man, if you make any mistakes, those weapons are capable of destroying your bot in an instant. And I don't even think Silencio made a mistake. Just tried to be aggressive off the
control
rip,
movement.
and
10,
he's on his head here. This
9,
could be the match
8,
if he cannot
7,
self-right himself before
6,
this counter gets to
5,
0.
4,
Coughing Baby is
3,
going to go to the
2,
grand finals of
1,
RBCS
TKO.
Season 6. What a performance from the rookie. We're going to have an all-rookie grand final. Duck 25 and Flaming Hot Grebe, as here is the final bracket. So yeah, Wilder the Duck going up against Duck 25. It's an all-Duck, all-rookie final bracket. And here are the team standings. TPG is going to be your team champion this year, but the winner will either come from Fat Labs or the Round Table Clan. And when we come back, we'll sit down with Duck 25 and talk about this match and the grand finals ahead. We are joined by Duck 25 after a sweep over Dawnbreak. Man, you've been sweeping the entire competition this year. It looks really, really easy out there, but today you had a new config, took some damage for the first time in this tournament, which is something we haven't seen. What was that fight like for you, and how were you able to deal with, going up against a bot like Dawnbreak?
I definitely had to lock in a bit more. Going up against Dawnbreak, very durable, and his avert is a lot better at damaging my weapon. In practice fights before, he did split me in half. So, it was definitely a lot more scary, but, I think I locked in. I got some correctly timed hits, drove around, took some wheels off, and just got damaged as well.
Well, you are going to be a rookie going into the grand finals of RBCS, where you're going up against another rookie and your close friend, Wilder the Duck. What does this matchup mean to you, and what do you expect that matchup to look like?
I'm glad to see 2 immigrants from BFT so well adapted to the Plane Crazy meta. Obviously, he's a friend. That doesn't mean I don't want to win, but I'm sure it will be a pretty good fight. 2 meta hammers against each other. Some might call it meta sloth, but I just see it as good buddies.
Well, this is probably going to be the last year of RBCS, so it's going to be an emotional one. I know for me, for a lot of people that have helped build the community over the years, but we are happy to have you representing this side of the bracket in the finals, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, that's going to be all for today. Coughing Baby, 3-0 over Dawnbreak. It was a dominant performance. That's the closest we've ever seen anybody get to taking down the baby. But we're going to have to see. Can he go all the way, or will Flaming Hot Grebe take him down in the grand finals? Well, we'll see you guys next time. We'll see what happens.